y'all, welcome back to my channel. So while I was looking through the massive amount, or not massive, but while I was looking through my videos and seeing everything that I've done, I have never done a talk through except for my Back to the Beauty Basics series. That's kind of when I talk to you guys. I wanted to switch it up today. This is not going to be a regular thing, I don't think, because usually when I do my makeup, I'm jamming, like I'm listening to my music for the most part. But the Golden Globes just happened and I'm seriously obsessed with some of the looks that I saw. So today, while my house is quiet, I decided we're gonna do a little talk through. We're gonna slow it down a little bit. So grab something to drink or something to eat, or grab your brushes and do this with me, because today we are going to be going through, why was I about to say Olivia Pope? Today we are going to be going through Kerry Washington's makeup that she wore at the Golden Globes. She's perfection in everyday life. Like, to dress like Olivia Pope on a bad day would be amazing. Kerry Pope. I'm just making stuff up now. Kerry Washington is amazing. You'll see why I don't do talk throughs, because I'm gonna mess this up all the way around. I got this is as close to Olivia Pope. I'm gonna get it right. This is as close to Kerry Washington's hair as I could find. So I brushed it out, combed out the tangles, and just got with it. So I have already done my foundation, and for my foundation I use NARS All Day Luminous Weightless Foundation, and I am in the shade Trinidad. And also with that I used my setting powder, which is just the Airspun powder, and then for my eyebrows I used Anastasia Beverly Hills Dip Brow in the shade Ebony. I love my brows, I love bold brows, but I wanted to do mine. I have her picture from the Golden Globes here with me, and she has like a bold brow, a bold lash, and a bold lip, but the eyes are pretty subtle. So what I decided to do with the eyes is actually bust out one of my older palettes, because I'm not buying any more new palettes. Today I am going to be using, this is the Missy Lynn palette by BH Cosmetics. And if you guys look up Olivia Pope, I'm done with it. We're just gonna go with it. If I say Olivia Pope, you know who I'm talking about. If you look up Kerry Washington's makeup for the Golden Globes, it is literally these three colors right here. Like, that is exactly what she used. And also this one right here, like it's these four right there. So with her picture for reference, I'm gonna go ahead and just get started. So first of all, for my lids, they don't get super oily, so I just put a little setting powder when I set my foundation. Next up, let's see, I'm going to be using this shade right here to start it off. It's like a shimmery brown that's just a little bit darker than my skin tone, and it's just to create a little hazy shadow. Like, I don't, her entire look every single day is life. This is, I don't know, like looking at her makeup that she wore to the Golden Globes, this is a look that I want to try to recreate, like not every day, but kind of something like for my everyday look, but just a little bit more toned down, because the brows took way too long. So yeah, how are you guys doing? I want to actually be able to have something where I can actually talk and you guys can respond, because I respond back in the comments. Whenever I'm not editing, I always like to take a day where I'm just getting to talk to you guys and seeing what's up with y'all. So how are y'all's New Year's going? Let me know down in the comments below if you do resolutions or not. If you do, I would love to know. I'm not determined enough to stick to them, and I know me, so I did not do any resolutions, but I would love to hear if you guys have any. Let me see. Did I just mess that up again? I keep clicking off of the picture. Okay, so she has a little bit of a little deep shadow in the corner, so I'm gonna use this guy right here. None of the shadows, I'm not using, if they had names I would tell you, but this is just, if you guys, I'll put a link to her channel right here or down in the description box below. If you guys have been on YouTube, anytime at all, I'm sure you've heard of BH Cosmetics, which is super affordable makeup. One of my favorite YouTubers, which is also a Louisiana YouTuber. Her name is, it used to be Start to Finish MUA, but now her channel name is Missy Lynn. And on it, there's a mirror up top, and then it says, start with confidence, finish with success. And this is the palette by Missy Lynn. I think it's like $8 on BH Cosmetics, and I'm not sure when it's being discontinued, but I know for sure it is being discontinued soon. So yeah, like I love everything in the palette. Seriously, I'm thankful that I was able to get it while it was still in stock. And I'm just taking that deep brown and patting a little bit of that into my corner. I'm not going in the inner V. I'm just darkening up the corners of my eye just a little bit. Like, she always has this classically understated, simple, I came here to win look about her, which I just seriously love. I followed Kerry Washington's career for about 8 or 9 years now, and I'm obsessed with pretty much all of her projects, even her films that were flops and things. She seriously left it all on the stage or all in the film, and I definitely love, 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 love it. Okay, so now that we've done a little bit deeper on the corner of our eye, I'm just gonna go underneath with that same deep brown shade because I'm feeling it. I like this. So yeah, did any of you guys watch the Golden Globes? I never watch the award shows just because I don't forget about them. I know when they're gonna be on. I don't know. It doesn't really pique my interest to watch. I like to watch their looks afterward. Like, I like to see who wore what. Like the red carpet, definitely I watch that to see, like, as they're going in. To me, that's the most exciting part because what was it? I heard this a few years back that the actors, they know who's gonna win. For the most part, everybody knows who's gonna win, especially the bigger actors, because the larger actors don't show up if they're not gonna win an award, is what I've heard. And not in actually a few places I've heard that. So it kind of just seems like, you know, those pageants and things where somebody's like, I can't believe I won, like that. I can't handle it. So I would just prefer to see them acting in something else, and I just skip it and see what's happening going on later. Okay, so now I got my crease and the corners of my eyes done. For my eyelid, I'm gonna combine these two shades for my eyelid, because when I first looked at the shadow she was wearing, it looked really dark and smoky until I started seeing more pictures. There's a picture with her and who else is in the picture? I think it's Naomi Campbell and who else? Sarah Jessica Parker. That's the picture. There's only one that I've seen, and it's where her eyes are like, they're kind of squinted just a little bit, and that's where I actually saw that she's not actually wearing a deep shadow. It's just kind of the shadow from her lashes. But I picked up some big lashes for this look. I might have to actually clip them a little bit. Yeah, that's actually the perfect shade right there. Oh, and I have some fallout. Give me 1 second, y'all. Let me take care of this mess. Okay. What's fallout is not what's up. Okay, so now that we got our shadow done, let's go ahead and get into liner. Yeah, I already took it out. I usually use, if you guys have been on my channel anytime at all, you know that my liner of choice is liquid, but I'm thinking they used a pencil liner on her, and I have this one. This is the only black pencil liner that I could find in a pinch. And this I got in one of my birthday gifts from Sephora, and it's just the Marc Jacobs, it says Black Core. Okay. It's their liner. I'm not sure what it is, but it definitely works in a pinch. And all I'm doing with it, I'm not going to be making any wing or anything like that. I'm just going to be going along my lash line, kind of just defining it a little bit. Like, it doesn't actually even have to be even, if I'm being honest with y'all. Let's see. Main thing that it's doing is showing that it's there. Do you guys ever do that? You guys that do wing liner every day, like, I'll say like, okay, no wing, no wing, and at the end I just end up automatically winging it. Yeah, so give me 1 second. Okay, so there's the top line. Let me check hers right quick because I can't remember. She doesn't really have any anything going on the bottom. I'm gonna put a few little specks of the mascara, not mascara, of the liner down there. just to make my bottom lashes stand out a little bit more, because they are non-existent. I don't even really fool with mascara underneath my eyes because there's not really a point. Okay, so there we go. That is the eye look right there. So next up, for lashes, I'm going to be using, these are by Vegas Nay and ALOT. These are in her Grand Glamours. These are, I think they're like $6 or $7, maybe $8 at Ulta usually. And I'm just using Duo glue. Duo, and this is the clear white. It's not the waterproof or anything special. Just the one I used to only could find it at MAC, and now I find it at Ulta. I can find it everywhere. But I prefer to use the clear instead of the black one. The glue is on there, and you know what? I'm actually gonna put the glue on both the lashes and just set it down on the box to let that start the drying process, because I don't put them on, and I don't recommend them being put on until that glue gets tacky. Do any of you guys have that problem with your ColourPop liners with the actual product falling out? I do with all of them. I'm going to be using the Pitch liner, which is just a dark chocolate brown, to line my lips while I wait. There's not really time to do the full lippy, but there is time for this. And Kerry's lips are a little bit larger than mine, so I'm overlining just a little. But I overline just about every day anyway. So let's see here. And after I smear that in just a little bit, these lashes are pretty much ready to go, or they should be. So here we go. This is the right lash. And make sure none of this hair is underneath it. And the key with lashes is just plop it down and pray. Let's see, 1 second here, guys. Ideally, you want it touching the skin between your lashes, like right where your lashes and the skin meets. That's where you want these to plop down at. Because if it's just on the lash, that's foolishness. And if it's too high, that's a read. Like, you want them to look as natural as possible while still having them out of this world huge. In my experience, one lash is always easier than the other. So this is one of the reasons I wanted to do a live talk through with you guys. Do you see the difference with the look with lashes, without lashes? With lashes definitely wins. Okay, so now let's get it with the second one. Like, you would think after doing this for 9 years, I would just have it down. Lies. It's so much easier to do it on somebody else than doing it on myself. Like, if I'm doing it on my clients, I can see it and it's no problem at all. Doing it on myself, it's like my first time every single time. I've had some mess ups. The thing with lashes is, don't be prideful. Know when they are not even, and know when they need to be taken off, okay? Like, don't do that thing like you know they're messed up and then sit there and leave them on. Because when you go out, you have to give everybody the disclaimer. Okay, the eyes definitely are done. Like, there is no underbrow highlight or concealing. Or yeah, actually there is. There's a little bit of faint. Give me 1 second, y'all. This is what we're gonna do, because she does have a little bit of a faint like highlighting underneath her brow. So I'm gonna let me just get something in my eye. Wait a minute. Hold up. I'm gonna take this lash off because it got wet with my outer eye. Yeah, this is live, y'all. Anybody who likes the long videos, this one's for you, girlfriend. Let's see. So what I'm doing is taking that off because my eye has started to water. You'll probably, the only problem with my eyes that I hope does not happen, usually it's kind of like a chain reaction. So all I did was I took that off, and now I'm putting some more glue on that lash. Mine do good with like the Demi Wispies by Ardell. Like with those, mine do awesome. Anything bigger, it's like they try to show out on me, like right now. Okay, so I'm just taking the 2 lighter shades right there. I mix those together, and I'm just gonna run that underneath my eyebrow. They are in desperate need of some plucking. So if you see any extra hairs and stuff, any extra fringe under my brow, just excuse those. They're just hanging out. Okay, so now that we got, there we go. Perfect. And there's a tad, just a teeny tad bit of highlight in the inner corner of her eye. It's not even super visible. So let me just put a little bit there. Now that liner is done, I'm actually going to be using, this is the Color Your Smile Gloss by Gerard Cosmetics, and this is in the shade Seduction. I am beyond in love with these glosses because it's a gloss lipstick hybrid that's insane. Like, do you see how full coverage that's going on as soon as I put it on? Yeah, that's why I love them so much. And even though it's like a gloss lipstick hybrid, it doesn't get tacky at all, and the gloss and the color stays on for hours. A lot of the pictures, her lipstick looks brown, and in some of them with editing it looks like a burgundy color, and that's exactly what this one does. This color was made for this look. I seriously love it. I'm gonna be using, my go-to contour right now is actually by Nicka K. Got this at the drugstore, or not drugstore, at my local beauty supply store for like $1. For the kit, I'm gonna be using the lighter contour color mixed in with a little bit of the darker, just to chisel out my cheekbones just a bit, because my face is a little too round to pull off her super sleek cheekbones. So I'm gonna carve that out a bit. There we go. And because I have the bangs going on, it won't really be a problem. Yeah, that's good. Okay, so I'm using Chivalry Blush by Makeup Geek, which is my go-to, period, just for everyday life, for everybody, for the most part, any woman of color. This is the shade that I recommend because it is just gorgeous at highlighting and bringing out bronze tones and brown tones. So yeah, there's the blush. Okay, so let's try it again with this lash. Flop it down and pray. The problem with these lashes that makes my eyes act crazy is that they are double stacked. If I stack 2 lashes myself, no problem, but something about this thicker band, my eyes are just really not trying to have. But you will hold on, okay? Good day, sir, with all that foolishness. Okay, here we go, we're back in it. Sometimes just a little bit of normal corrects it. Good, good, I'll take it. So now for our final step, which is highlighting, I'm going to be using highlighters by Artist Couture. And the colors that I'm going to be using are LeBron's, which I got the, it's the Light Up the Night kit by the Jackie Aina Artist Couture collab. And it came with, well, let me show you. It came with the big box, and it has the LeBron's, and it has 4 additional highlighters in it. I got 5 with mine because I ordered whenever they first launched, and they actually forgot mine. And so I went about a month without getting it while I was emailing customer service the whole time, and I wasn't receiving any replies back. And I hit them up on Twitter, and I was like, look, just send me my money back, I don't care. And apparently they had been backed up with emails, so customer service emails hadn't been going through, and they overnighted the highlighter to me, along with an additional highlighter. So that was actually really cool on their part. So yeah, I was really happy that they took the time to actually rectify the situation. That was actually really cool on their part. And what I've been doing with it is placing Sugar Daddy on top. And how I think I'm gonna do it for this look is the way Mac Daddy does it, which I love. Just putting a little Fix Plus on my face. Okay. Let that settle and dry some. And whenever it gets almost dry, then I apply a little Sugar Daddy just on the very tip of my nose and the bridge of my nose, just to make the glow stand out a whole lot more. And tell me how you like this style, like this format with me actually talking to y'all. I don't find myself that interesting, so that's why we don't really do that this often. But if it's something that you guys want to do, I totally can bring it back. Also, I do have an open giveaway on my channel featuring NBA Cosmetics a few videos back. Check it out because it's super simple to enter and it ends the end of this week. So you still have time to enter it if you have not already. Now that that Fix Plus is almost dry, I'm just going to go over a few areas of my face with a little additional highlighter. Because Keri always glows, like no matter what, whether she's Olivia Pope, no matter what role they have her in. I think Ashanta Sheriff, is that Taraji P. Henson, or is that, I think that's Kerry Washington's makeup artist. She always gives her this subtle, just radiant, healthy glow that I love. I'm kind of gonna do it up a little bit more because this is YouTube, you know. And that's it. So yeah, here is Kerry Washington's Golden Globe look with a much cheaper wig. Alright, yeah, thank y'all so much for tuning in. I hope that you enjoyed it, and I will see you soon. Bye bye.